Okie dokes, here we go. Let's get my mic levels going on here. And on 3, 2, 1, yo, 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 to the yo, yo, yo for you. I made it. How are you, gorgeous ones? You streamers and dreamers and broadcasters and forecasters and all you incredible people that risk everything to go live on these social platforms. And man, oh man, lots of risk out there, especially on a big night like tonight, when we have big sporting events and every reason for you not to stop by. But I do appreciate you, replay viewers, as well. And we are going to be talking about virtual events, going back to virtual events on the heels of the massive announcement that StreamYard, my love bug, was acquired by Hopin. And Hopin, of course, being a virtual or digital events platform. And so I've been spending quite a bit of time over there and then kind of reading the cliff notes of, what is an event? What are all the things involved in putting together an event? Of course, I've been to them. I have been on the other side. I've been a whisper producer on the other side of events in a very kind of narrow, field of responsibility, getting talent to, air quote, connect the dots with the people that are on the showroom floors and that sort of thing. But of course, I have never done some of these massive events that they're kind of trying to recreate. We're talking about the multi-hundred event attendees, the multi-thousand event attendees, and what goes on. So tonight we're going to be talking about what a poster hall is, or the plural. What are poster halls? And what purpose do they serve? They're very popular with the South by Southwest crowd. They're different than a vendor hall. And there's some amazing pictures out there on Google. And imagine looking at a poster hall from a drone's view and imagining how in the world are you going to do that in a digital event where there's the same amount of manic, walking about and lots of voices and the tugging and pulling that one would get from the visual side of being, sometimes in the bowels of a conference hall and going through a poster hall. So I thought, well, maybe we'll pick up on the Chrome. What do I want to do here? I'm going to pick up a Chrome tab, I guess. And then let me change this to halls so that if I ever use this visual again, that we have something to work with there. Okay, so we're just going to go into a Google, and go for poster hall, and show you kind of what one would look like. Let's see if I can do that quickly in my OBS. If not, we'll grab a photograph. Just give me a moment. I go to our Google tab, and we open the Google tab, and we run over to, that's not Twitch. We don't want Twitch. We don't want the studio. Okay, cancel. Why isn't it picking up? Hold on. Oh, I know why. Because it's not a true tab. So let me make it its own tab. I won't be looking at chat, by the way, while I do that. So forgive me. Okay. So let's go OK. And then we're going to open it up. Take out the hallway. And that is a picture Where's this guy, the virtual events guy? I'm going to move him over. The poster hall. Okay, and then here is the Chrome tab. All right, let's mush that in here a little bit so you guys can kind of see what it looks like before I start scrolling about, but you'll recognize it right away, okay, what a poster hall is. Massive, massive, massive situation, okay? And we'll just go ahead and scroll down and up and down and up so you can kind of see. I'm not going to move it left or right, but you get the idea, right, of what a poster hall is. So how do we create that? There's not only like buzz and people and pitches going on, but there's lighting. They can have robots going around. There can be some product display. You can see that there's like all sorts of different things. Okay, so I thought, well, let's just kind of get one image and focus on that and see what it is that we can do to create this buzz inside of a virtual event. So we'll just stay on this one here while we're talking this through until I find something that's a little bit better. This guy right here, as you can see. Okay, so when we're over in Google Images, they call them virtual lobbies, virtual auditoriums. There are guidelines like little maps. There's exhibit hall maps. That's an interesting graphic maybe to use. In fact, that probably sounds pretty clever to create a poster and exhibit hall map or schematic. There's also something called the Wall of Fame, which is a collage of all of your poster hall participants. And the thing about a poster, I'm going to keep going down the ramp here. The thing about a poster hall, from what I understand, this is not your sponsored vendors. These are people that might be bringing up something that's brand new to the market, innovative. They haven't quite been able to poll enough people. Maybe they are new to the event space and they're learning about their pitch and so forth like that. So it actually serves as a very important function of a virtual event because it can kind of soften the blow a little bit and away from your bigger sponsors, right? You get your attendees actually deciding that they too would like to be made part of the poster hall. Okay. So we like the idea of the schematic. I think that's pretty clever. And what I'll do, if I can, and let's see if you guys can see that when I push that up and out. Hold on just a moment. Oh yeah, you can see enough of it. There we go. This is a schematic for a Orthopedic Research Society conference. And they're showing where their poster halls are located and then the vendors that are participating in the poster hall or virtual lobby, let's say you can call it that. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a visual going. We'll go ahead and close out the tab, and also let me go ahead and close out because I've been on mic now for a little bit. All right, so now we've got enough of a visual going on. When you're building out your attendee list, I suppose starting there, you could offer up the number of posters that you are soliciting for. And I don't know what that math is, right? These are big conferences, and in some of the halls we were looking at well over 100. Obviously, if you had 100 attendees, you may not have 100 posters, although that could be considered part of your networking format. And maybe that's the way to go, that the people that are going to participate in the network rotation, which is kind of like it's like a spinning wheel over at Hopin. You get connected with another attendee, and then you're bounced out after a few minutes and you drop into another attendee. So it's quite possible that it means that you would be rewarding it, but over at Hopin you could use the networking, and then in your description go ahead and let people know that these particular air quote poster people will be made part of the networking. And so, that's kind of like an in. It's like being introduced already to a person that you might potentially be networking with. Because from what I understand, part of a conference is networking with your peers. And in most circumstances, you don't come in as a cold attendee. There's someone there that's invited you, cared enough to, maybe they've flown in with you, they're going to even room with you in some cases. And so you're not really coming into the entire, conference cold. With Hopin, you come in kind of cold, and then you rely on in my opinion, the already tasked host, the people that are hosting the event. It's hard for them to be at that level, and then all of a sudden now they're going to be kind of doing the hostess work, and putting people together and all of that, all those particular touch points. They might not be so touchy-feely, and so when it becomes that it's important to be touchy-feely, then there's really no one there to guide you. So the networking, that might be a good place to develop this poster hall approach. We'll keep talking about that as we move along, okay? Let me make sure that I make my my plea. The only reason that you would be here, that you would be stopping by, is number one, that you know about me and the legend that I am in the Bitcoin community. Maybe you stop by to hear what I have to say about Bitcoin, or you know that I'm going to have you get your cute little butt downstairs to the description area and join StreamYard. Grab my link. It's the only link that I have ever agreed to have with another company, and that is my StreamYard link. And it goes blardy-blar, StreamYard.com, blardy-blar equals upgrade. And I use the term upgrade because I really do feel that it is a way to upgrade your vision, upgrade your opinion, upgrade your business. There's so many words that I could say about what it does for one's business. Your prowess, your new product launches, your availability to your buyers. It does so much to learn how to go live. And StreamYard, for me now, talking to you, is the most direct, no excuses. There's no barrier between you having a beautiful finished product when you go live using StreamYard. I'll just leave it at that tonight. Every night I say something a little different about StreamYard. But so those are the two reasons. One is that you've come. Now, the reason that you're listening to virtual events is because I am wanting you to get involved with streaming, and because Hopin and the virtual events, I'm just kind of doing my own, like super class on virtual events, and I'm listening to other speakers, ad agencies, event planners, party planners. I'm listening to more of them, trying to hear their pain points and the thing the things that they're up against, and the psychology of conferences and so forth. So that's why. And the little bit that I'm learning, I'm bringing to you every night for 60 days. Okay, so that's what that's all about. And I appreciate you stopping by. And I appreciate you going on the journey with me and get involved with StreamYard. Okay. We had a couple of things that came up yesterday in the trade. If you wanted me to take a look at the charts again, and before that, let me check and see what kind of news there might be. I didn't read news headlines yesterday. I just was completely uninspired by the headlines. And then I've been told that no one wants to hear the news. Anyway, okie dokes. We have, of course, Tom Brady wins his 7th ring. So he is the big winner of the 2021 Super Bowl, aka Super Bowl 55. On the political news, I think everyone kind of knows what's going to happen with that. Man, oh man. Of course, Elon Musk doing his little bit of trolldom with Dogecoin. I did post on my Twitter the Reddit ad that ran during the Super Bowl, the 5-second ad. I think everybody should do a 5-second ad. That's what I think should happen. I also got a word today to read the Amanda Gorman poem. Let's see. Yeah, 5-second Reddit ad. Crazy. So Reddit's getting a lot of press for that little bit of brilliance. Okay, yeah, it's just completely littered with Super Bowl news. So no reason. You guys get your news on the sports news and many other places, I'm sure. Okay, 23 minutes. I think that's about it for tonight. I want to say thank you very much for stopping by. This has been StreamYard Wow with BeautyBubble. Virtual events, poster halls, what they're all about, and how can we make those come alive when we are over at Hopin developing our own virtual event. And did we just get a little pop, or am I missing something here? Am I missing something? Here I am yapping. Okay, all right. Well, we're up against a EMA, a Ruby EMA at 38,664 on our way to a massive upper resistance channel of 39,600. You can always go over to Twitter if you want to see my charts and see where this massive channel is coming from, and it looks like it's still holding strong. We're trading underneath the channel. There has been interesting volatility, nothing that's been too crazy or unexpected when we have a lot of collision going on with not only the EMAs, but the EMAs being underneath that massive, as I said. Do I need to say massive one more time? Oh, why can't I be better at this? Do you guys want to see the chart? Let me bring this down. I'll put the chart up for you guys, okay? Let's see. I'm going to bring this guy down, bring him up, and OBS. Go to my Chrome tab and go to the BTC and go OK. Take that out. And let's see. I'm not going to make it pretty, okay? Not going to make it pretty. Don't need to make it pretty. Except for you guys always want it pretty. Alright, let me see. Oh, don't want to make it pretty. Okay, we can see what's going on. Hope you guys can see. This is why. Do you see we're bouncing in between two ruby components? So we're just literally like a ping pong tournament between the longs and the shorts. And of course what the shorts want to do is break through the EMA. In fact, you can see liquidated longs even in this range here. So people took a little bit of a risk. They did not wait. You'll often hear me say, you know, wait for direction. But when you have two EMAs that are parallel with one another, this in the classic terms, according to everything that I talk about with traders, is that this is a no trade zone. You whatever unit you're in, whatever price you were in, you would not be making serious decisions when we are bouncing back and forth between parallel EMAs, between the 841. If you really want to add another one that tells you very clearly that you should be out, it would be a fully horizontal 13. Some people, in the early days, we tried the 12, we tried the 13, so I've seen both of them on charts after Ruby, but well, they've been coded in both, but you can do either one, and you'll see a parallel marker, a horizontal marker, and this will tell you, it will guide you that no matter what kind of volatility, because you can see a $1.5 million buy, a $1 million buy. People are trying to look at it this way. They're lobbing, literally. They're lobbing back and forth, trying to accept latch, what I call latch. And it's not unusual, but it is okay to be in your position and just kind of know what's going on. Okay, because the volatility can bring in volume, which can then tell you, you know, I know what I'm doing. I can go long here. I don't need anything other than my intuition. But this is one of the things, and some of the flaws of human nature, is that what's happening is that the price, the activity of the market participants, whether they put these prices in prior, which they could do, or that they are adding volatility into a squeeze, into a ruby squeeze, and you know, we're just waiting for what's called the resolution. So you could look at this right now and go, wow, there's the resistance line is right there, Beauty. I mean, why wouldn't they pick up this trade and then just get hoovered up? Well, we don't know yet. We know that we are biased short. That is for sure, because we do not have a clear cross. Long. So there's just volatility being added. You know, the new day started 6 minutes ago. Lots of different things are happening, but just so that you know, this is just one way that you can look at it, right? You have to have your own chart, your own narrative, and know it really well, like well enough to have a conversation that doesn't involve people shutting you down, people telling you you're stupid, you know, all of the things that happen in common trader talk forums, but just very relaxed with yourself, knowing what you're looking at, breathing deeply, not having any tactics that are going to dissuade you, so that you know, the market will show you out. You don't want that. To be very peaceful. Peaceful. That's why I wrote that book. Trading like the Buddha. Just like, it's all very exciting. It's not about that. It's not about, trade like the Buddha, doesn't, get giggly and overjoyed or cry and scream and be tyrannical and all of this other stuff. But at some point, especially in these forums, you have to learn to kind of tailor, if you can, to just kind of, because you've got guys making fart sounds and, being disgusting people and talking about drug use and all this other kind of stuff. And eventually, you have to just be calm with yourself and know yourself well enough to know whether or not this is something that you need to be in now, right now. You have to know why you need to be in right now, like why here, why now. And these are all very typical questions that every trader has to ask themselves, okay? All right. Okay, let's check back on the stream itself. And yeah, we've been on 31 minutes. I think we're kind of cool to get going. So thanks a lot, guys. I will talk to you soon, okay? Bye-bye now. It'll take me a few minutes to shut down, by the way. So I want to change my banner and such. Okay. Let's see. We want the text. And we want to change that because I will be on mic in, I don't know, 17 hours, I guess. 17 hours. There we go.